Welcome back, guys, to part 2. Oh, balls. Yeah, I wasn't prepared for that. Anyway, we are on life number 7, I believe. Choose the mage with the conflux. And let's unlock one of my favorite classes in the entire game. The shinobi is one of my favorite classes, mostly because instead of being able to deal critical hits, they instead deal significantly more damage, which for me is awesome. For others, eh. Some people might not like it as much, but man, I find it to be a godsend. If I can hit you harder without having to, if I can hit you less and kill you faster, oh, Nelly, I'll be having one hell of a good day. Speaking of things that happened things that could make good days happen, for some of you who know, which I don't think is very many, I actually go on the Dev Pro or YGO or whatever, and I duel. Like, I'll duel my friends or what have you. And I was dueling a random earlier today. Best thing ever happened. I had a combo set, or not really a combo, but a little, like, setup that made it so that, when what was my setup? My setup was, I was using a Red Eyes deck, so my setup was kind of neat. And I had my Red Eyes out, and I had something out that gave him an extra, just enough power to be at 3 grand. And this random guy I was dueling, decided that the best possible manner of taking out my Red Eyes was for his, like, poorly made hero deck. He decided he wanted to get out Prisma and then beef Prisma up. For those of you who don't know, and I'm babbling about I'm just speaking a different language to you. Prisma is an elemental hero monster, so warrior type. And he's got 1700 attack and 1100 defense, which is pretty good for a level 4 sometimes, depending on the monster type. And he set it up so that his Prisma had, like, buffs up at the wazoo, and then he had whatever the field card is for, or field spell is for heroes. Skyscraper is what it is. He had that out, and he made a play, and his monster would have easily been able to topple my dragon. However, somehow I made it so he couldn't. But there's a card called Skull Dice, and I played it, and I rolled a 3, which made it so that he took 100 damage to his life points, which is your health. And when it hit him, he was like, nope, and he left. Because that wasn't, like, I didn't do any, like, sick combo. I played some defense, and then once I could get out my dragon, I got out my dragon. I did what I could do. And he rage quit. It was kind of funny, if only because I'm kind of an asshole to people I duel sometimes on Yu-Gi-Oh! So, like, I had another game a while against the Dev bot, which is an AI programmed on Dev Pro, and I did some kind of crazy combo that I can't really recall, which kind of is a little upsetting, because that would be awesome if I could. and I flooded my field with red-eyes black dragons. It was beautiful. I then won because I flooded my field with red-eyes black dragons, and it was beautiful. But yeah, that's I don't have a very interesting life, as you can tell. But yeah, that's what made me content today. I dueled a guy. He didn't make a very good deck, I guess, and asses were kicked. Ow. There we go. Usually I'm not that bad. This entire room is just ridiculous. I have paid my dues and entered the castle proper. The devil Charon has taken all that I own as payments. He has even pilfered my private coffers. I don't know what that means. I have left my wife and children with nothing. He says it's the price for any and all who hazard the depths of the castle. He says it is fair. It is fair because all who have entered, none have returned. But I will change that. I will be victorious. There is no greater swordsman than I, even amongst my siblings. Oh, sweet. If you're wondering what just happened, sometimes you can find this thing called Calypso's Compass, and when you do, if you follow it, you can get these 2 chests that'll usually give you something awesome. If you don't, you're just getting really, really bad luck, but they usually give you something awesome like weapon blueprints or what have you. And as you can tell there, I got weapon blueprints, which is good. It's not bad. Especially early on. And if you can get enough money, whoo-wee, it's actually really awesome. It's just a matter of getting to the point where you have enough money. Oh, sweet baby Jesus in a black dress. I am a barbarian queen, so I can deal with that. Can't deal with that right now, though, so let's see how I can do with the first boss. Kiter. Or killed her. Or hide her. Oh, balls. Damn it! Yeah, Lady Hiriko didn't do very good. Now it's up to chance. Stake the center. And hope that I got a shinobi, because, oh, I love me some shinobi. And this is what the shinobi upgrades to. The Hokage. And man, do they hurt when they hit you. Now I will get me a better sword, the knight sword specifically. Because I am going to need all of the increase in damage I can get. Because I know that I'm probably not going to get the trophy on this save, I will be going through just to show like all of the things you can find, or I'll show off all the bosses. Oh, god damn it! And there's one other thing that I would show off, but it's bloody hard to do, so I don't know if I will be able to, but for each boss, there is a second version that's not as normal. Like, it's kind of like a, I wouldn't say a super boss, but it's bloody well close enough to being that. Oh, balls. This character has something that I very much so dislike. Sometimes when you play this game, you have chances on what you get for your characters, like what they have. Like, some of them have disorders or disabilities or something. Some of them are perfectly fine and normal. Some of them just have something, like, special and neat about them. The thing about this character that is, quote, special and neat is it changes its... It has two things. One, it has random muscle spasms that occur, which just makes the controller vibrate a little bit. Not really enough to matter, but just enough to be annoying. And it has its HP and MP switched, which means for my barbarian, I can throw scythes all day and night. However, for my magi, if I had a mage that did that HP MP switch, they'd be able to live for a pretty damn long time. I was gonna say forever, but no, mages are still squishy. Oh, bloody hell. Damn it. That's the one problem with that. I don't... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is perfect. Some may think I'm being sarcastic about that. No, I actually really like this combination. Oops, I actually do want to talk to you and buy something. I want to buy this. I need a new hat. Oh man, I look so strange. There's only one thing about the knave that I don't really like, and that's that weird black smoke crap that follows him. Yeah, there is now spark. Yeah, as you can see there, got a crit, insta-kill. Don't get a crit, hit him again. Yeah, knaves are really good. Their upgraded version of them is just like it's actually like an actually decent class, but I like the knave as it is. I prefer upgraded, but if I don't have that option, I'm not complaining. Because as some of you guys know, especially some of you guys who've played games with me or who've just seen enough of my like RPG playthroughs and stuff to where you've figured it out by now, I'm, which they call in the RPG verse, kind of a power whore. Which just means I love power. Like, in RPG games, I much prefer having strength over, like, speed or something like that. In Bloodborne or Dark Souls, I'll use, like, the biggest, heaviest hitting weapons I can find. In Dark Souls 2 specifically, you can find a weapon eventually called the Great Sword. It's an ultra great sword. And said ultra great sword hits like a bus. Like normally. It normally hits like a bus. And I very much so enjoy that weapon. Oh my god, am I gonna beat him at level 13? Kinda hope so, actually. Yeah, got him! That's what happens when you beat a boss. They blow up and you get a crap ton of money. And then you get this giant chest, which contains buffs. And now I've beaten Kaldir, the first boss, the big eye. So now, for me, the rest of my playthrough now, like the rest of this run with this character is mostly going to be like collecting